welcome to my channel. My name is Eve. This is Everyday Artist, and today this is a Flosstube number 43, where I will talk about mostly cross stitch, a little bit of quilting and fabrics, and a bag that I made, and a modest amount of haul. But I also have some FFOs, and my dog is here helping me today. That's why I'm sitting so weird. She's behind me. She likes to sit behind me. So you may see her face pop up here every now and then. So if you haven't already watched it, I made a video on painting this. It's a little tray. I've showed them in my Flosstube before. I bought the tray at Dollar Tree. And they have several different styles. The hole here is different. A couple of them, it has like a raised top. And I thought they looked a lot like an old-time, fruit, the boxes that they would put out, when they gather fruit. And I thought it was perfect for this tomato seeds pattern. And I picked, this is a Seafoam Green by Creme Coat, I think. And it matched, now I hand-dyed that, fabric. It's 14 count Aida, and I hand-dyed it teal. And the color just matches so well. And then I had a black fabric that I put down here. And yeah. I think it came out pretty good. Now I'm going to give this to my niece. She's moving into a new apartment. She's had an apartment there in Boston for a while now, but she's moving a little bit further out of town and with a roommate, and this is for her new apartment. And then I also finished this bookmark. Not very well. I was measuring and measuring again and measuring again, and I still did it wrong. It's crooked. But it's just for me, so I don't care. I don't care very much. And I just put some sticky felt on the back and fringed out the Aida around there. And it looks good enough for me. Hopefully when I do more, I'll be better at it. I'm thinking I'm going to make some of these for Christmas or other kinds of gifts. It was very easy to do with the sticky back. My sister finished a bookmark. And I sewed it for her. She sewed fabric onto the back. And what I like about this is that it's a little stiffer. So it holds the stitching a little straighter. Hers was on linen though, so she might not have wanted to put anything like that on there. And then my other finish-ish, this is finish-ish, finish for now, finish-ish, is this drawstring bag, which I plan to eventually put on the Etsy site. I have a little bit of hand sewing to do on it because of the way I wanted to do the side seams here. I couldn't sew it all the way up, so I'm going to hand sew that. And it should stand up. You can't see that, but it should stand up with your, when it's got some bulk in the bottom. And a drawstring closure, so you should be able to put your knitting in there, and then of course the thread will just come right out there, so that's great thread. Yeah. So right now I'm working on my July cross stitch pattern, but I'll try to fit that in there. That hand stitching shouldn't take me very long. It's not very much. And then I did the dark light squares. I just have to trim them up and then snowball all of them. But I wanted to make one to show y'all and show myself. I think they're going to look great. And then I have the medium light and medium dark set to stitch. And then I'm going to decide if I'm going to put them together the way the pattern says, or because in the pattern they say to put, you know, 4 of this dark light combination, you know, with the whites together, and then, but it's a quilt pattern, so they're expecting you to make a quilt. And I plan to make some project bags from these, and but the 4 together would be one side, about the size that I would want for one side, which I think would look awesome. It'd be great. But the other side, do I do another dark one, or do I do the other color, the mid-light, mid-dark color combination? And but I may want to do it, you know, like maybe this dark and this other corner dark, and then this light and this other corner, you know, the other combination. And so I'm gonna have to look at them together and then I'll decide. But I do want all of it on one bag, so I don't know. I think it would look better if both sides of the bags kind of look the same-ish, but I don't know. So those are the things I've either finished for now, finished-ish, and then I'm going to show you my stitching. Make sure I don't have any of my stitching over there. I started on Joyful Snowman. It's a Dimensions kit designed by Barb, Tourtillotte. Anyway, I love Snowman. And so when the Mill Hill kit, Letters to Santa, you know, it's not going to take me that long to finish it if I do it right the first time. You know, my dad used to always say, you know, do it right the first time. You won't have to do it again. He's very right. So I went ahead and did a start on it. Doesn't look like much. This is his belly. So I started right here and kind of went this way. So that's what that is. It's not a lot, you know, but I've been concentrating on Coop Parade. So I only worked on it 2 days, and that was just when I was waiting for somebody with an appointment or something. If I haven't mentioned it before, I was going to put this back in the bag, but I dropped it. I often take my sister or my dad to appointments, and I usually just wait out in the car for them. And so while I'm waiting, I take something to do, and I was working on, you know, the stitching with the Housewives patterns or something like that, but I just can't. It's too dark. I mean, the fabric is too dark. Speaking of dark, it's midday. I don't know if you can tell by the lighting. The clouds are very, very, very dark, very black. It's been raining off and on for several days. Yesterday we went to my sister's house in the morning, and well, we went in the afternoon, but it had been raining all morning, and then it cleared up and it was beautiful, and then by the evening it started raining again. It rained all night. Not hard rain, not cloud bursts. And often here when it rains, it's a cloud burst. It rains for a few minutes, it's gone, and then it's, you know, back to our regular weather. And so it's unusual for us to have clouds this long, and, you know, for rain, you know, just days on end, and it's fabulous. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, not because it's cold. It's not really cold for most people, under 80. This is a summer shirt, it's very thin, but I thought having the sleeves wouldn't be bad because I was going to be inside in air conditioning with the combination, so I went that way. And if you didn't listen to our Three Sisters creative video, check it out. I have Linktree in the description below. My sister had part of her tree fall on her. That dinging, I'm sorry. I normally turn my phone off, and let me do it right now. Part of her tree fell down on her husband's car. He went out to go to work, and there's a tree on his car. Actually, the neighbor came and knocked on the door and told them there was a tree on fallen. And it's just a big, huge, long branch of their, I thought I turned that off. One moment, please. I might cut that out. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, and I also have been tethered to a heart monitor, which is very annoying because I keep dropping it. Probably going to break it and have to pay for it. I don't know. Anyway, on to more stitching. So I knew I was going to fall behind on this. I haven't come even close to finishing this month's stitching on this, but I haven't been working on it a lot. I knew I was going to be behind on that, but my project next month is much smaller. Should be able to give this some love next month. This is my progress so far. Oops. So I have the witch done. I have half of the cauldron done, and I started on this angel. I have all of this done. So I'm going to do this back stitching. When I finish with this, I'm going to go round over here so I don't have to count too much, and then I'm going to do this back stitching around here. And then there's back stitching right here too, and I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. I might be able to do that before the end of the month, but I seriously doubt it. But I knew I was going to fall behind, and honestly, if I don't finish it by Halloween, I'll be all right. But I think I can catch up a little bit next month. I don't have a lot of stitching planned, but I do have some patterns of my own that need to get done, and then I have a lot of sewing planned, so I'm going to have to really, really budget my time, and I'm working on that. I'm working on, putting my phone down and not letting it distract me from things I have to do. And I have been a little bit more productive this week. Just now, that's conversation between probably my sister and my sister's sister. But I don't know who it is, and it'll wait. Just like I don't answer those things when I'm driving. Why would I answer them, when I'm trying to get things done? So, if it was an emergency, they'd call me. So here we go. It's the Coop parade. And last week, I don't think I had even finished this box last week. And I am on the rooster. I didn't think I had any chance of getting done before the end of the month, but I'm closing in on it. So I'm more hopeful. I have a week, well, not quite a week. Yesterday would have been a week. And I'm over 80% finished. So I don't think I was even 60% finished last week. So I've been really putting everything aside, and a lot of my sewing and other things have suffered for it. And, I don't know that it's that important that I finish it by the end of the month. But because I have project bags that are cut and sitting and waiting for me to sew. And I have one by the sewing machine. But I sewed the quilting stuff first. I don't know. So then that just leaves my haul, and I just have a little bit here. This book came in. I had this book a long time ago. It's an older book, and honestly, most things in it are not sew. They're no sew or low sew, and you can make them with sewing. It's just they say you don't have to. And this is the bag. If you watch Three Sisters Creative, my sister had this bag. I did it as a Christmas bag it's got Santa Clauses up here and holly down here. And I also made this bag that's on the front for my mom. That's also a placemat. And I used a higher end placemat for that one. It was in her room on her dresser. And we did do some pickup of some of her stuff. We haven't had the heart to really go in there and dive in it. And we should, because my dad is living with it. But I don't think I picked that up. I don't know where it is. And honestly, it's not my kind of thing. And I want to know that it goes to somebody who really loves handbags. But that would not be me. I don't use a handbag for every day. I don't change bags. With what I'm wearing or whatever, I choose a bag, and that's what I use no matter what. And my handbag is this big. I don't like carrying around a lot of stuff. I will sometimes have a huge handbag, and I'll put my little one in it. If I have to go like on vacation or something and I need all that stuff. When I worked out of the house, I had a handbag that had, all of my medical stuff that I might need during the day and checkbook and all that stuff. But I don't carry those around on a normal basis. So I don't know where it is. And then I resisted ordering this for a while. I loved it the moment I saw it on her Flosstube. This is Hands-On Design. Did I say the Coop Parade is by twinpeakprimitives, and the Halloween Sal is Tinymodernist. I don't think I said that when I was talking. Anyway, when I do this, and this is another one I'm like thinking maybe I can get done in. I know summer will be over by then, but here summer lasts a long time. I thought I'd do it. She has on her website, color ideas for different color hair and skin tone. I thought I'd do a slightly darker skin tone and maybe some gray hair. Maybe red. I'm not a redhead, but I dye my hair red a lot. So I'm really, my son thinks this is funny. And I don't think it'll take me that long to do. It's not very big. So it's 61 by 65. But again, got to do it right the first time, or it takes long. And then I showed you the fabric I bought for the blanket that I want to make, my quilt that I want to make myself. The fabric that I wanted for the borders is out of stock. It's been out of stock for quite some time. I bought this as a backup. I have it on back order with the shop, but I got this Hummingbird when it's part of the line. It's just lighter than the one I want. It'll be okay. I'm fine with this. I love the color and I love it. But if I do get the back order fabric that I have, if I do get that, then I'll use this to make some pillow shams. So, and I found that I'm just in love with batiks, so I bought some more. I have no plans for these. They were on the daily deal. They were a really good price, and I said, okay. And that's a real problem for me because I also did that with these. These are Shimmer Wild Things, and I took them out of the packaging yesterday because I showed them on the Three Sisters video. But look at these. They look like animal prints, but they've got a gold shimmer to them. And I don't plan on making bags out of these, I don't think. I think I plan on making something for myself, but I don't know what I would need. I don't need that many quilts or blankets here. It's very hot normally. But I couldn't resist it. I don't normally like animal prints, but I like shiny things. And I think they're going to be beautiful on something. And who knows, maybe some of them will end up on something on Etsy. I don't know. Now, let's see if my dog will say hi. Come here. Oh. Come here. Say hi. Say hi. No? You don't want to? Say hi. Hello. So, thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week, and happy stitching.